Hello everybody, good morning. Myself Dr. A. Neelam Madeshwari, Professor from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Mahindra Engineering College. Uh, for this subject mobile computing, we are going to see the topic Introduction to Mobile Computing. So the contents I want to cover for today's topic is computing. We will say regarding definition, standard definition for computing, mobile computing, definitions for mobile computing and characteristics of mobile computing as well as applications of mobile computing. So for the starting part, we will see the definition for computing. So we can define the computing as any goal-oriented activity requiring benefiting from or creating computers. So if you are considering computing as a term, we have to make use of the computer systems for any goal-oriented purpose, or we can benefit from the existing computer systems, or we have to create the computer systems. So that is the actual definition we are having for computing. That's why computing includes designing and building hardware and software systems. So we can design and build hardware or software systems for a wide range of purposes and processing, structuring and managing various kinds of information, doing scientific studies using computers. We can do all these kinds of activities using computers and making computer systems behave intelligently, creating and using communications and entertainment media. So we are having different sorts of applications using the computing systems. We can find and gather information relevant to any particular purpose and so on. We are having a number of applications and number of usages for using the computing systems. So this is the definition and explanation given from the ACM computing curricula during 2005 for the term computing. So before going to know in detail regarding the mobile computing, we have to know what is computing. At any time, if we are asking for the term computing, means we have to say these things. So as a computer science professionals, we have to aware of first what is computing or define computing. So I am repeating, computing is defined as any goal-oriented activity requiring benefiting from or creating computers. So this is the actual definition for computing. So let us come for the different types of computing available. We are having a list specified over here. Let us start with first, that is mainframe computing. In the mainframe computing, we are making use of terminals and servers. On those days, we will be having a very big system. So that system will act as a servers, and a number of small systems will act as a terminals. Each and every terminal will have only the peripheral devices. So whatever the process we have to do, everything will be done within the servers, and we can get the output, processed output from the servers to the terminal. So each and every user will log in to their particular session, and they have to process and they have to retrieve the results. So this is done using mainframe computing. So that is the initial stage where we are starting our computing as a first part. So after that, we are coming across this parallel computing. I am telling as per the evolution of the computer systems. So in the parallel computing, we are using multiple computers for the same goal. In order to perform a particular activity or goal-oriented activity, we have to make use of many number of computer systems at the same time. And this one we are calling here as parallel computing. After that, we came into the existence of cluster computing. So in clusters, we are making use of commodity off the shelf. In short form, we can say as COTS, C-O-T-S. Actually, whenever we are coming across any kinds of evolution, right? So each and every day the technology is growing. So automatically the systems, the computer systems which was developed 5 years before will get into obsolete. So the people used to buy only the recent version or advanced version of systems. They don't want to go for obsolete systems. So in those cases, what we have to do after buying a huge amount of infrastructures and it is getting obsolete means it will be getting wasted. So we can make a particular networks for using the system which is having long manufacturing dates. So those using those systems we can create some kinds of networks and we can perform the different kinds of operations over there. So that is come under cluster computing. So that is we are referring here as commodity off the shelf. We no need to spend more money towards that. So that is come under cluster computing. So next one is distributed computing. Here we have to perform the computations at the same time or different time. We can use the infrastructure which is available for parallel computing or cluster computing as it is for performing the distributed computing. So we have to split the given task into n number of systems at the same time or at the different time. The main thing is we have to get the results as per our required time. For that purpose we are came into the existence of distributed computing. For example, most of the requests, if you are giving to a particular service, then the server cannot able to handle all those requests at the same time, right? So in those cases we can go for distributed computing. We instead of one service we can split the number of servers into 10 number of servers, and the workloads which is forwarded to a single service can be moved or forwarded towards n number of servers over there. So that is come under distributed computing. Next one is grid computing. In any networks, if we are having underutilized resources in the computing part, we can utilize those resources using grids. So we can form the grids for the underutilized resources or unutilized resources for computing means that is come under grid computing. Whereas utility computing, it's a straightforward rental form, that is we have to buy how far we are purchasing our transport facilities, water facilities, right? So we are paying the rent to the government, to our government, right? Similarly, we can pay for whatever the computing systems we are utilizing, we can pay for that one. So that is come under utility computing. Next one is pervasive computing. So here we have to make use of uninterrupted environment. We have to make use of means then we have to go for pervasive computing. So next one is desktop computing. If we want to run more number of applications in a single window, then we can move towards desktop computing. Soft computing, we can make use of genetic algorithms, fuzzy logic, artificial neural networks, machine learning. So all those algorithms what we are going to perform all are come under soft computing. In green computing, we have to make use of the computer resources in an eco-friendly manner. So that is come under green computing. Then if you are manipulating the data by microcomputers, then that is come under nano computing. And if you are having the networks with mobility nature, then that is come under mobile computing. And if you are having the network resources which we are provisioned in a virtual manner, so that is come under cloud computing. So in the given line we are having the mobile computing at the end, that is the recent advancements in the existing network evolution. So as per our syllabus, in mobile computing is available in our 5th semester, and from the given computing different types of computings, we are having mobile computing, and next we are going to see regarding cloud computing techniques in the 7th semester. Not only that, we are having other computing techniques such as bio-inspired computing and security in computing in the further semesters in the elective parts. So already we have come across the previous subjects which is listed over here. The preamble for mobile computing from the given list are computer architecture and organization, operating systems, and computer networks. So these three subjects act as a preamble for mobile computing. So if you are having better knowledge in these three subjects, then it is easy for us to follow mobile computing. So these are all the five main objectives of mobile computing, that is understanding the basic concepts, learn of mobile computing, learn the basics of mobile telecommunication system, familiarize with the network layer protocols and ad hoc networks, basics of transport and application layer protocols, and to gain knowledge about different mobile platforms and application development. So with these objectives and with these five outcomes, that is explain the basics of mobile telecommunication systems, illustrate the generations of telecommunication systems in wireless networks, determine the functionality of MAC network layer, and explain the functionality of transport and application layers, develop a mobile application using Android. So with these outcomes, we are getting into the subject, that is mobile computing. So the topic for today is Introduction to Mobile Computing and Applications. So mobile computing is a technology that allows transmission of data, voice and video. So it's a technology actually that is useful for transmission of data, voice and video, and we have to perform these things via the system, that is computer systems or any other wireless enabled device. So we can make use of any kinds of devices, whether it can be wired or wireless. So we can have fixed link infrastructure or wireless connectivity also in order to transfer the data from one device to another. So the main concept involves over here is we have to perform the mobile communication, and we have to make use of mobile hardware, and we have to make use of mobile software. So these three concepts plays a major role for mobile computing, that is mobile hardware, mobile software and mobile communication. So these three things forms the major concept for mobile computing. So what are the characteristics of mobile computing based on the connectivity means we are having four different types, that is fixed and wired connectivity. So this configuration describes the typical desktop computer in an office or home. So we are having, if you are having a fixed infrastructure, that is default infrastructure. For example, if you are taking our office, so in our office we can have a number of systems that are connected together, right? So we are not changing the place infrastructure. So the connectivity of those systems are come under fixed and wired. Second one is mobile and wired. So nowadays we are connecting the laptops to any number of networks. So we can carry the laptops to anywhere else also. So this is come under mobile and wired. So some cases we can connect it to existing networks. In some cases we can connect it to wireless networks, right? So that is come under both the cases, that is mobile and wired. And third one is fixed and wireless. This mode is useful for installing networks or wireless LANs, fixed and wireless. So we can expand the existing fixed networks using this form, that is fixed and wireless. And the fourth one is mobile and wireless. There is no usage of cables are used in this last category, that is mobile and wireless. So we can roam, the devices that are connected using wireless can roam anywhere else and have the connectivity also. We can share the information from one devices to another. So this is the characteristics of mobile computing. Based on the connectivity, we are having these four types. So come for the applications of mobile computing, we can apply in vehicles for having the music, entertainment, or identifying the road conditions, weather reports, and data connectivity also for our mobile devices. So in WANETs, in short form we are calling here as WANETs. Similarly for emergency purpose also we are using mobiles, that is high quality wireless communication with ambulance is very important for hospitals nowadays. And not only that, for any kinds of natural disasters such as earthquakes, floods, etc., for those things also we have to make we can make use of this kinds of mobile computing. And coming for business, in order to attend meetings, online meetings are very usual nowadays. It starts from small students to conferences, that is business peoples also. we are making use of the mobiles in order to have the meetings and to have the calls to different kinds of peoples. We can share the company database contents with some of our neighbors. All those things can be carried out. And fourth one is credit card verification, points of sales terminals, that is POS in shops, ATMs, etc. All those things we are making use of mobile devices only. And we can replace the existing wired networks and also for infotainment. So these are the limitations of mobile computing. First one is resource constraints. Second one is interference. We are having radio signals only, mainly useful for mobile computing. So in that case we will be facing interference over there. Bandwidth is also main challenging over here, and changes in communication environment, and what are the issues we are facing for network and interoperability and security constraints. So these are all the few limitations available in mobile computing. As we are having a number of advantages, we are having a few number of limitations for our mobile computing also. Hope you understand the concept of mobile computing. We will see the remaining topic in the coming days. Thanks for listening. Thank you all.